I don't know, it just seems like everything's fucked up. Like, you know, you say, like, you might want to talk and meet new people, and it's just like, there's always something they're trying to, like, tell you to do. Maybe I'm even guilty of that too, you know. It's like the Beatles song, like, there's gonna be a revolution, but they don't give money for hate, and everything's gonna be alright, and it's just kind of like a little bit like that too. Oh, everybody wants to change the world. I started smoking out of peer pressure. Now they want you to quit out of peer pressure. And that just makes me think about American and freedom, and I don't want to smoke. I wish that I didn't, you know, but you know, it's like they already tricked you to smoke, and then I notice that could be with anything. It could be with being a vegetarian, a vegan. They peer pressure you into that and make you think. So it's like this lemming. And so they're always like this non-stop, relentless, you have to do what they say, do exactly like they do, walk like they walk, talk like they talk. And you know, there's a side of me that just imitates everything about all the people around me. So I just start imitating, because it's like you learn how to talk from them. Everything you do, the way you walk and talk, you basically actually end up taking it from them anyways. If I go 30 minutes down the highway, everybody has a different accent, dialect, and or I've talked to people in all different parts of the world, and they have perfect English, and they sound perfect, and they don't have any accent, and then you know, then they can talk in a different language. You know, they could speak 5 different languages, and they learn how to say it perfect. And you know, some of those people, I remember they've told me, they're like, you speak all proper and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then some of those people would speak without an accent that I could tell. And I don't think it has anything to do with it. I don't really care. I kind of like it. I think it's funny. If I go deeper into the city, you get this weird city slang. And if you go in the south, you get some kind of southern slang. And I don't really like them or dislike them. It's just kind of interesting, you know. But then you could meet somebody on the other side of the planet, and they don't really seem to have much of an accent, like perfect English, and you know, I was watching, they said people like that might scam you. They might have learned perfectly English just to scam you. And so nobody else gives a fuck, but then the people that do act like they give a fuck, they want to scam you. So, I'm not saying that they're all scams, but I guess, I don't know. So I don't think all people are bad, but it's like, those non-bad people aren't probably coming up trying to be your friend. It's the ones that are scamming you. What are you more likely to get? Somebody that's legit or non-legit? And it's like, you don't really care. You don't know until it happens, and then when you do, you just deal with it. Oh, I lost. I was scammed. Oh, well. Anything to keep in that upper amygdala high, because I'm just depressed all the time. I need to take some antidepressant. You should be happy that you get ripped off. Not that you do. I guess everybody isn't trying to be dishonest. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going on about. I was just thinking, where do I want to get a job? And I just thought, like, what if I created my own business? Like, I don't even, what if I made a thrift store? I can make antibiotics survive aquatic conditions. I know how to run a product, movers, shakers, and producers. Me and my friends understand the future, because I can control a nation on a microphone. And it's like, you know, when I see that, it's like one guy, it said C, like they go, you know, it's like two guys, and I can ride my bike with no handlebars. They go up, one chooses a dove, and the other chooses a C, and it's like one is corporation and money, and the other is just like a dove, like life or freedom or something, you know. And it's like, for me, you know, it just seems like there could be a choice there, like corporate money, corporate ladders, careers, jobs, whatever. And then on the other side is what? Just living life, chilling with the homeless people. You know, that's what, because it seemed like on one end it was like the corporate, and then on the other end it's like, what is it, just homeless slaves or something? Like, you know, you watch I like old things, so I watched Metropolis, and it was like, you know, you got the big cities on one end, and then the workers, and it's like the machines eat the people or something, you know. But I guess I don't have anything to do with my job. You know, like on Sheldon, he's like, I need to get a job, a meaningless task, so I can think about my problems in the peripheral of my mind while I'm doing other things. Like, the most brilliant things you can think of might come to you in the shower. You might be like taking a shower, and all of a sudden, like, an idea comes, and it's like, so you write it down. And if you're like George Carlin, you'll be like, that'll make a good joke. I'm an alpha male on beta blockers. Okay. That can add to my weird thing I'm going to remember. Go on stage and make money. That was his job. He was a comedian that, you know, would call people fat and stupid and stuff. So it was like dark satire kind of thing. I don't know. I think I'm just ranting at this point. I don't know. Or rambling, yeah. But yeah, you're not allowed to do that. You know, the rules say no nothing. No, you can only do what we say. Only if we approve. We have to approve. And we only approve of, like, if you're getting kicked in the... Like Steve-O. Like, Steve-O, like, gets shot with he gets a happy face on his ass. Like, that's what we want to see. We want to see you, like, getting shot in the ass with a fucking BB gun. For our pleasure. Like, oh, yeah. Push yourself down the stairs, Steve-O. Oh, yeah, your rib is sticking out your nose. Oh, yeah, thanks, Steve-O. That was like the perfect fix. It's like psychopathic humor. Or psychopath humor. Yeah. And that's like the idiocracy. That's like, I would do that too. I'd probably, like, if I got 1 million views and it gave me like a couple $1,000, I'd probably get shot in my ass with a BB gun too. You know. And I'm sure Steve-O probably takes fucking heroin before he does it, so he don't feel a fucking thing. The synthetic kind, so it don't have any side effects like feeling high. You just don't feel any pain, you know, like morphine or codeine or heroin or something, you know. And that EAM family, like caffeine, nicotine. And I drink caffeine and I smoke nicotine. Luckily, that's all. And I can split the atom of a molecule. There are weak forces and there are strong forces, and I don't remember. I need to look this shit back up again. Am I fucking retarded? I want to know. I'm dying to know. I have a thirst for knowledge. But it's like, I'm fucking retarded. I can know things, but it's like... So, like, if I could just look up, like, what do I want to do? I want to be a machinist. Okay, boom, there. Wow. I want to be a machinist because I like machining and making things. That would be like the coolest fucking thing. Is like, look at this piece of metal. Now it's a car. And I'll be like, watch me invent this. Fuck you, motherfucker. It's like I think my way out of the box. I'll like make a machine to think my way out of the box. Like, and then I'll be like just one of these rich fucking dumb fucks like anyone else. Nah, I don't know. I need a job, but it's like I don't look for a job because there's no job looking for me. I could just take any old job and try to, like, I want to be a machinist. That shouldn't be that hard. And even if I machine things in my garage, learning how to become a machinist would pay off no matter what. Now, what I'd really like to do is, if I did learn how to machine, I just want to start my own shop. I don't want to work for anybody else. I'd only want to do what I want to do. And I could machine whatever I want. I could be like, let's build boat engines. And I just do boat engines. Or I could just design my own thing or do whatever. I don't even care. I don't know. I guess I could get a job at a place because you'd learn all these different things. Or whatever you were doing, you'd learn whatever you were doing. And that might be interesting because then you might see how they do that. I don't know. I tried to get a job timing boats or something. Then once I am rich, I'll just know that all women are fucking gold diggers. And I'll just be gay. Just to be like, fuck you. I'll tell them I live with my mom. I'll like go to the bar in like a business suit. And I'll be like, oh, you look nice. Buy me a drink. And I'll be like, sorry, I'm homeless. I just came back from a funeral. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, go away, bitch. Fucking gold digging ass bitch. What's that song? It's like, fuck you. I'm sorry, can't buy you a Ferrari, but that don't mean I can't get you there. I picture the fool that falls in love with you. Must be a gold digger. Just thought you should know, motherfucker. I was just thinking, just for fun, like I could create like an Alex Jones style type thing where he makes money doing what he does. I thought I could probably set up something to where we could like make a corporation like that, like a legit one, and have employees and shit. And it's like, if that's what it takes to get people to do things, is like pay them. Like, I'm sure we could like create things and then sell them. So I thought, you know, I could hire you. Create some jobs. Stimulate the economy. I could easily use some help. Like, I just need you to like take a picture of this like little bucket. Just like, you know, maybe put some flowers or some candy in it and just like set it there and take a picture. And just make people like want this bucket. Like, the amazing bucket. It's incredible. It's tiny. You could hold water. You could make candles. You could hold mini minnows in it. It comes in many colors, silver and black. For only $29.95, you can have not one, but 2 mini buckets. Now, these buckets help to fund the fight in the New World Order. So you might think these buckets cost a lot, but really, part of your money, if not all of it, goes to helping spread awareness. And I don't know. That's why we need your help. we could be like, and yeah, with your help. Like, I just looked up how to make soap. organic food, and it's nice to know, but it's like, I don't even know. I guess that's why people don't give a shit, because they fucking live in cubicles. Shop at Walmart. That's why I try and like not to do that. Tired of these people and their shit. Why do I want to help them? Sure, I want to help myself, but fuck them. I don't like their shit. It's like you gotta learn how to say no. Like, no, I don't like that. And no, I'm not going to fund that. Fuck you. So I say if I don't like them, I'll just fucking like not help them and fucking leave. Like, fuck this place. So I was thinking, when I was talking about like Colorado and how like if you bought land there's less people, and then like your view would be like a mountain, and I thought, you know, just that mountain view might like trigger fucking like happiness. You'd be like, oh, like just in amazement of that fucking view, like wow, like in this constant like, this is cool. Because this fucking town is just full of fucking like heroin addicts, dude. It's just grody. And then like, if I go down here to this other fucking place, it's like everybody's like fucking rich and fucking acts like it's Africa or something. I mean, not Africa, like Europe. Yeah, everything looks like Europe. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like a mile down the road. I don't even go down there. I think I'll be happier once I leave. This place is a zombie apocalypse. I'm just infected. Like, if I bit you, you would just become a zombie too. Like, god damn it. Yeah, like, fuck. Where's the cure? It's like that movie where the guy's like a zombie, and he's like telling the chick, like, just act like you're one of them. And they're like, it's working. Brains. like a zombie vampire movie or something. There's clouds overhead, but they don't hurt. They're not painful clouds. Pain clouds. How do you feel about pain clouds? Oh yeah, that's right. You don't feel anything. This place sucks. I only stay here because I smoke. And I only smoke because I stay here. And I quit smoking for 6 months. That's a pretty good amount of time. I stopped smoking completely. Cigarettes. And I didn't drink or nothing. For like 6 months I was doing really well. And then what happened is I found a pack of cigarettes on the ground, and I'm like, oh look, a pack of cigarettes on the ground. Can't waste those. I better smoke them. And so I smoked them, and then it's like I smoked again. And I'm trying to quit smoking, but I just keep buying cigarettes. It's retarded. Like, one of the ways they like gang stalk you is they like attack your funds. So I kind of just like live in that moment and understand it, like, because it's almost like you have to. Like, you're trying to feel them out. That way you can go feel just yourself out. In a way. That sounded funny. It was gay. So they're stalkers. They bother you, and if you don't like it, then they just say you're antisocial and weird. And really, they're just like thought criminals. They'll just bother you constantly and tell you to do what they say And so since they agree on it, it's okay. But the thing is, it's like you're trying to see how you feel, not what they agree upon and tell you to do. So you kind of got to be like with yourself and at peace with yourself and try to understand, what do I want? And if they don't get the fuck away from you and quit telling you what they should say, how do you know? You're just like bombarded. So most of them just do what they're told and think that's exactly what they want to do, is what they were told to do, and they don't really know anything else. So it's like they attack your funds and everything. Like, that's the prison, is you don't understand how your money and your funds, I don't even know how to explain that. I can only imagine they're just sitting there like, I know what he's talking about, I know what it's called, and I know how to explain it. He's retarded. And I'll just be like, fuck. I don't have these. They know because they were taught with the books that talk all about it, the sensationalism books. I don't have all that. I gotta just see what they're doing and then say, okay, their actions are speaking louder than their words, so fuck what they say, look, watch what they do. What kind of tactic was that just right there? That's why I think they fucking back off a lot, because I think they just got to the point now, they're just like, we can't peer pressure him. It's not working. Hot potato. It's just like the hot potato they just pass around. Like a hot potato. And they can't hold it long enough. It's too hot for them. To really understand the prison, you have to be stripped of everything. And you're like deathly afraid of that. But the thing is that your amygdala high will be stripped from you. You'll lose it. It'll crash on you. It doesn't last forever. It can't hold up. It's kind of like taking coke all the time. Your synapses will kill themselves. You'll eventually crash. And I can only imagine when they do it, it's to thin out the large numbers. Like, what is there to thin the population? They do it by making them live in the dystopia and then letting the dystopia kind of crumble in itself and then be built up again. It has to die and turn to ash, and then they build on top of the ash the new world. Like, they might set a couple nukes off, or they might just create a depression. And the last depression, people weren't like raised violent with video games like they are now. They weren't. They were probably violent, but not as much as they would be now. It was more like a depression. I think this new one will definitely be violent. Like, people I don't think they raised them on violence on accident. They did it so they thin the herd. They didn't make gangster rap so people would go to church. They did it so they'll kill each other. And we all like that evil. Like women like bad men. Bad men like being bad. It's a nice setup we got for ourselves, honestly. This is what you want. This is what you get. This is what you want. This is what you get. I don't want that. No. You see, you're sitting there thinking, I would never lose everything. You would never lose everything. You would never lose your house. You would never lose your car, your family, your life. You're good forever. And you fear what would happen if you lost that. And you don't live in a prison. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm definitely wrong.